Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. I'm Sid.
And I am
Mackie. And we are gonna go do a workout. And we thought it'd be a good time to show you the workout room setup we have created at my parents' house, because as you can see, it's kind of snowy. And as you can't see, it's like 20 degrees right now. So luckily we are doing a very short walk, because as you can tell, we are not dressed appropriately for the weather.
Moose pajamas.
And yes, Mackie has pink girls' moose pajamas. She's really excited about them.
They are not girls.
They
They're
are.
just pink moose pajamas.
They are girls' pajamas. That's not a bad thing. It's just a statement of fact.
It means they have a useless pocket.
Right?
See, look at this pocket. The most
Exactly.
useless pocket in the world.
It's a conspiracy by the patriarchy. All right, so this is gonna be our indoor working out setup for the next bit. Got some rollers, which today, I guess, is the day that we relearn how to ride rollers. Got a RipRow, got a spin bike, which is not as useful for us because we like to have our power meter on our bike, so hence trying the rollers, but we'll see.
Your dad added some inspirational
Oh yeah,
photos
and he
for us,
added inspirational photos of us
so we can think about what it's like to be
in warm
weather.
weather. Yeah, blue skies, all these things that don't exist in Ohio in the winter.
Especially not right now.
Yep, there you go. So it should be mentioned that while it is warmer in here than it is outside, it is still not very warm. And Mackie's really sad because he's realized that his bike shoes are in the van, which means they're gonna be really cold. So anyway, the plan for today is basically, let's see, we're pretty much alternating doing sort of like little below tempo intervals on the rollers with intervals on the RipRow. So this is not a super crazy hard workout. We're also sort of navigating the fact that we're have to trade off on the rollers. We might maybe like add some like recovery spinning on this bike, which we can do while the other person is on the rollers. But yeah, we're just gonna give it a go. This is our first workout in the shed. This is where we are probably gonna be spending way too much time this winter. But there is something super satisfying about working out inside when it's nasty outside. You can just like get it done, don't have to spend 3 hours getting dressed and undressed. We still will be riding outside a lot. For the moment, this is gonna be awesome, assuming I remember how to ride rollers. I used to be really good at riding rollers. Unfortunately, it was easier when bikes were shorter. As you can see, these bikes are really long now, which makes them awesome to ride, but slightly more challenging on the rollers because your front axle is sort of, you know, in front of the first drum, which is not really ideal, but we'll see how it goes.
I think this workout room is just about perfect because it's small and you don't really need that much space for a workout room. You really just need enough space to work out in. And like, sure,
in your living room.
Yeah, I mean, sure, it's great if you have like an entire garage that's dedicated to it and can have like all this room and space to jump around and stuff, but really it's about getting the workout in. And if it's this way, you just like get in, get the workout done, get out, which is pretty nice. So I think Jim's gonna come join us for this also.
It's gonna get crowded.
It's gonna get crowded in here, but we have three things. We have the rollers, we have the RipRow, and we have the spin bike. So I think we can make it work. You'll notice we also have dog beds. That's just in case any of us get tired, we can take a nap on the dog beds.
Oh, gross. Not advisable.
Actually, no, it's because this is the dog's room, so I wonder how they feel. I think they don't mind because they're down in the house in front of the warm fire.
They certainly prefer the indoors. There is not, however, enough room for me to do my
monster walks.
We gotta get rid of that.
So the one thing I need to remember to do is create a screen for indoor cycling, because right now it is probably gonna never find GPS, and I don't want it to find GPS anyway because I'm not going anywhere. So that'll be this afternoon's project. We're gonna watch Sid get on the rollers for the first time in like close to 10 years.
This is challenging already.
Don't put your hand through the window. You don't want to do.
This might
It's
be
all about committing.
I don't know if I like this step situation.
Well, I can get rid of it.
Oh, she's doing pretty good.
Forgot to start my GPS though.
I'll help you. Oh, look at that. That was one-handed rollering. Sid used to be an expert roller. So much so that she could like take layers of clothing off while she was on the rollers. I don't think we're quite there yet right now, so she's gonna keep her clothes on, but she's doing pretty good.
Not to mention the knobbies don't make it that.
Yeah, we have knobby tires on our bikes right now.
Of course, my heart rate monitor is not working, so that's all.
So it's a little bit buzzy on these guys. All right, 15-minute warm-up.
Yeah.
Go. Sid's starting on her first interval, 5 minutes. Then once she's done, she transitions to the rip row, and then I go onto the trainers for the rollers, and I'm 5 minutes behind her. It probably seems really weird that we're working out without any music. That's because I have to pause it each time I want to say anything or we're going to record anything, because otherwise YouTube would flag us for using copyrighted content. So we are actually listening to music. Sid is about a minute away from the end of her interval. Jim's working on the rip row, and then I'm gonna go hop on the trainer on the rollers here right after Sid, and Sid's gonna transition to the rip row. All right, first of 4 intervals done. I was just waiting for you to fall off.
The wall is helpful.
All right, my turn.
Takes a lot to make me sweat in the middle of the winter, but heated room, rollers and rip row get it done. As you can see, we are steaming the place up. That horrible winding. Macky's on his last interval. Go Macky! As you can tell, he steamed up the window. And Macky's done. How was it?
Hard.
Really hard, yeah. So we did 4 sets of 5-minute intervals on the bike. Not even that hard of intervals, but I think everything feels harder on the rollers. I haven't figured that one out. Or maybe it's just when you're not going anywhere. And then 2-minute intervals on, oops, come on, focus.
The rip row.
Come on the rip row. Which, 2 minutes doesn't sound like a long time, but 2 minutes on the rip row is a really long time.
Will you look at one of those and tell me when to go?
Okay. Oh my God.
I'm all nice and sweaty now, despite the fact that this room is not exactly warm.
Probably 40 degrees in here right now.
It might be 50, but it's definitely like 50 and there's sweat on the
There
rip
are
row.
literally sweat droplets on the
sweat
rip
drops on the rip row.
Gross.
But yeah, that
It
was
also,
a really
I
good
feel
one.
like it's gonna smell really ripe in this room by like January.
that's
After a
probably
month
true.
of us training in here. But maybe we'll look into some air fresheners. If anyone
they
has
do,
any
yeah.
recommendations on how
Pine
they
tree
keep their
flavor.
how they keep their indoor training facility not gross, hit us up.
The idea behind this workout from our coach Mike was to get us to start building that base that we will be using all next season. So as you guys know from our video last week, we have some really fun plans coming up for next year, which include more than just enduro. So that's why we're going to be spending more time on the rollers this winter. I actually haven't been on rollers, I think, for 8 years. I have not been on rollers for a very long time, and I sort of remember that they're kind of fun in a like miserable, torture yourself kind of way.
I think they're harder than riding a trainer. I don't know what it is. Like my intervals felt really hard, like aerobically, even though the power wasn't that high. I don't know what that was about. Like if you're just using a lot of stabilizers or something. I don't know.
Yeah, could be.
But my heart rate was really high. And I sweated.
Profusely.
And now we are going to head down and eat some lunch because it is noon time-ish. I don't know what time it is, but I'm hungry.
Lunchtime.
And that's something that you want to do after you do a hard workout is start to replenish those glycogen stores and calories and get some protein in you in that recovery window. We are out of Scratch Labs, so we are substituting with some Fairlife chocolate milk, which pretty much tastes like the best thing ever, and it's got a lot of protein.
What you eating?
It's almost gone, but soup.
What
bread.
were you eating?
Soup and bread.
Recovery soup.
Yeah,
Mostly warming yourself up soup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
both those things.
Now that we've got our workout done, we're gonna finish up with some stretching, shower, and then possibly just curl up by the fire and not do anything. Or possibly go outside and help Jim clear trails because the Funduro is coming up. You guys will see that video on Friday. So thanks for tuning in, and we will see you on Friday. And don't forget to be more awesome.